So what I want to present now is a little bit of opportunities that we are having at here. So you saw a lot of software, a lot of tools, a lot of services that we are having at here. And it's now about, okay, when you want to contribute to this, if you want to join here as one of the biggest location companies. So yeah, how would you do that? And by the way, what is here? So here's a company which is available on all of these pinpoints here on the map. So you see we are really a global company from North America to South America via Europe, Asia, Southeast Asia, Oceania, Africa. So at every point that you see here is a here office. This company exists since 1985. We are having roughly 9,000 people across all the 5 continents in 56 countries. So there are a lot of opportunities out of here. So which kind of people are we looking for? So we are looking for software engineers working with Java, Scala, Python, database forks, JavaScript for front ends, and a lot of other folks that are having a base in engineering, filling home in coding, doing some fancy location stuff. We're looking for DevOps, data scientists, GIS engineers, people that love to work with location data, developer evangelists that are trying to provide help on our services, on our data, for example, via developer.here.com. People from business development, people from technical product management or product management, and for sure people from sales. So feel free to scan here the QR code that guides you to a talent pool where you can register and get informed on the most recent opportunities at here. You will find all the positions at www.here.com/careers. And some special positions that I want to present here as well are some recently opened positions in our Krakow office. So it's about an engineering manager for map data processing, people that are working on data ingestion to improve our maps. Another position is a lead backend engineer for map data processing, which is part of this team. Further positions in our Mumbai office in India. It's for our UMAP, so-called UMAP. It's an people that are working on most recent geospatial methods and algorithms to improve our map for data ingestion, for data quality assurance, and so on. You will find further opportunities at our webpage and the talent pool that is accessible via this QR code. So looking forward to see you at here and joining here, or at least connect to here and see further opportunities. Feel free to connect to me via this talent pool, via my LinkedIn profile that I shared here in the chat, or via email at johannes.lauer@here.com. All right, thanks on Dear Awesomeness, on Alex and Mutu for the opportunity to make some advertisement for here as a company to join for working on geospatial data and services and on our platform for sure. So any questions on this?
Okay, all right. Do I see any questions at the moment?
And by the way, thanks for sharing. And like one thing that we had a discussion with Johannes some time ago, where I really appreciated here's product teams, because I mean, you guys are doing some really great job, and also like how the teams are structured and the whole kind of workflows and approach. This is really like top-notch approach to building geospatial and location-based products. So I really do think, and I would strongly recommend everyone on the call to join here. because this is a great place to work.
Yeah,
Okay,
thanks,
that's
Alex.
yeah, from my side as well. Johannes, really thanks a lot for taking the time to highlight opportunities at here. This is why I really love our community, because we are always happy to share information with each other. We are always happy to connect and collaborate and network. And I think this is something very special about spatial. I don't know if it's always the case in other industries, but I'm very, very happy about how good it is in the mapping industry. Okay, by the way, just FYI, for those of you who did not see it in the chat, Gray Matter also has opportunities. Julia has a little bit of stage fright and doesn't want to get on the stage, I guess, but check out their opportunities as well, email them as well. On that note, why don't the three of us just reflect on how we found the event and what we have as closing thoughts? Johannes, do you want to start?
I can start for sure, but however, I'm a bit biased. So since there were a couple of talks from here and even the others also presented some products or use cases for our products. So I pretty much like these talks. I learned a lot since also these departments that currently presented here, using data that is being generated in my department, in our department where I'm working in. So it was also interesting for me. I pretty much like this setup, having one topic and gonna go through that, having the connections of distributors, of users, of coders that are using the APIs that we are providing and the data as well, and having some explicit use cases. So when you're coming from geography and IT, you're usually trying to figure out on how to use that, not just on how to code that, how to use, implement the algorithm and doing the fancy nerdy stuff, but how to use that in real world. And I think all of these talks demonstrated in a very handy way on how to use this data and these services for real world problems.
Hey, could you do the ending for all the events moving forward? That would be fantastic.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I'm not kidding. We should talk about that.
Yeah, thanks. I take it as a compliment.
I mean, you need to have PhD to do that well, I guess.
Alex, I mean, it's gonna go all downhill from here, so let's keep it exactly in that direction. You go first, and then I will do it.
All right. I mean, yeah. So no, I guess that for me, like the opening thought that was really interesting and surprising was the perspective between distributor and the actual technology provider. Because I mean, my question that I didn't really ask was like, why would I go to distributor if I could go directly to like here? And actually Sean just asked and I mean showed all of the benefits of having such a setup. So this was probably like kind of surprising and eye-opening for me as well from that perspective. And then I mean all the awesome, I especially loved all the demos that that I've seen, because like a picture shows or picture can be used instead of 1,000 words, and demo can be probably substituting 10,000 words. And yeah, I really love this, and great to hear that also indoor is is actually coming to life, because I mean, I guess that I haven't covered it on geoawesomeness.com like for the past couple of years, because I've just lost faith that there will be a time where indoor positioning will be really of use. So I'm really looking forward to this. So these are kind of my key highlights of today, I guess. Mutu, now your turn.
Like I said, it's only going downhill from here. So before I chime in, if anyone else wants to chime in and share a few closing thoughts, let me know. I know Alex is still on the call, Joe as well. Feel free to join us. So from my perspective, what I really like and what I also enjoyed about today was the fact that all of the discussions, all of the presentations were tied back to the user. That it was not only a product presentation where we said, okay, these are the features of the different products or the SDK and what it can be used for, but rather it was always from the perspective of this is a problem that can it solve. Even when Rajesh was talking about the SDK, it was not about what can the SDK do. It was more about, hey, you know, one of the features that we have very often had is the companionship app. It's a way for me as a customer to communicate to my friends and family that I am safe and I'm at this location or I'm at that location. So I really enjoyed, and it made life a lot easier for us as organizers, because this is what we always want to do. And I think Jana mentioned it very, very nicely in one of the interactions we had. I forgot the exact term, but something on the lines of value-based selling. So I think this was the key takeaway for me, that as an industry, as a geospatial ecosystem, we have to improve on the messaging and always try to tie it back to the problem and what we are trying to solve. Yeah. Okay, on that note, talking about solving problems, for those of you who don't know, GeoAwesomeness is a very much an open platform. Alex and I might be the ones who are hosting this event, but there are 130 plus other people who have written for the platform and who continue to write for it. So if you want to join our team, transform the way we work, bring in more ideas, bring in fresh energy into what we do, then feel free to join us. And you never know. When I joined, it was just me and Alex and a couple of others. Now we are 130 people, get millions of page visits, and sky's the limit. And maybe from the next event, Johannes will be the one who's doing the outro, so that I don't have to worry about what to say. Yeah.
Looking forward to that.
Thanks a lot, everyone. Thanks, Jana, Claire, and Julia for helping us put this event together. And thanks to Grey Matter for sponsoring and bringing the community. You guys have been amazing. I cannot believe that even after 2 hours and 23 minutes, we still have such a lot of people in the call here today. So thanks a lot. That really means a lot to us. Have a nice evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you are, and see you at the beginning of November for our 19th event.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.